What's up, what's happening? What is going on, Cantaloupes? The NFL consists of grown men playing a game, right? They're really large. You'd think they're really macho, whatever macho means anymore. I don't have an actual definition of macho, but I would say it would be not whining, which a lot of players do, and a lot of players just look like children on the field. Today, we present the 10 biggest crybabies in the NFL. Philip Rivers, in some sort of way, you can't really blame Philip Rivers for being a crybaby, can you? I mean, he's on the Chargers. He's been, let's say, an elite quarterback, right? Let's say Philip Rivers has been an elite quarterback, but he's never had the team surrounding him to be able to become great. Nonetheless, Rivers loves to use facial expressions, yells a lot, and for lack of a better word, he is a crybaby. Absolutely. Philip Rivers is one of the biggest crybabies in the league. No matter, I don't care. I don't care if your team's bad. Go change something. Go change teams. Don't go making faces, getting mad, being an arrogant jerk. Don't go doing that, Philip. Brandon Marshall. To be fair, I had to watch Brandon Marshall play with Chad Henne as his quarterback. So take this for what it will. He is known absolutely as a diva wide receiver. He's ran into a lot of trouble on every team. The Denver Broncos suspended him in 2009 for bad behavior. With the Chicago Bears, he complained about the entire offense. But that also being said, this is what I respect Brandon Marshall about. Some of that crybabiness is actually based off of his diagnosed multiple personality disorder. I want to take him off this list. He's already on, but this is almost a good moment to share. I credit him for standing up and speaking about his mental illness. If not for anything, that makes him a bigger man than almost anybody in the league. Oh, it's borderline personality disorder, by the way. James Harrison, he was beloved with the Steelers. Then they cut him, and then he went to the Patriots, which are two teams that people hate. So James Harrison is just widely regarded through hate. One of the coolest things he's ever said was that he wouldn't pee on Roger Goodell if the guy was on fire. That's pretty cool in my mind. You may think that's immature. Sure, yeah. He accused the league of insulting his intelligence during a PED test in 2017. Definitely racked up his haters. Definitely racked up his fines. And yeah, he's a bit of a crybaby. Cam Newton, he can talk the talk, but then when he doesn't walk the walk, yeah, he whines. He cries. He showboated and had a big mouth during the 2015 season. In case you forgot, during that season, he actually won the league MVP award. Carolina won 15 games and they reached the Super Bowl. But when things don't go well for Cam, you hear it. And you hear it not only in what he says during games, but after games. That media walkout alone after the Super Bowl allows him to be on this list. And I don't have many hard feelings about keeping him on this list. You've got to love the way he plays, but at the same time, got to grow up a little bit. Ndamukong Suh. Sure, is he crying to the media, whining on the sidelines? No. But why is he the biggest crybaby in the entire league? Because the dude stomps on people. He's widely regarded as one of the most hated players in the NFL. No matter how much you want to say, okay, you just get into the act of playing and you end up stepping on somebody. That's an immature move, man. That's beyond childish. And the Dolphins released him saying that it was part of a culture change within the locker room. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, but I can't help but think it might be. Josh Norman. He's one hell of a great cornerback, but he probably needs to stop whining. He threatened Odell with a bat. That's pretty childish. These people forget that ultimately they're in the spotlight of a lot of kids, and it's just kind of like really immature. Discrediting drug tests, harassing referees, especially that one game in London. And AJ Green had a big game against him, and of course he blamed the refs again. All I'm saying is man up when you don't perform. It's okay if you don't perform, but don't go blaming other people. Richard Sherman. Okay, you got to give Richard Sherman great credit for being a fantastic player, but I'm not going to say necessarily that he has a lot of growing up to do, because the guy's an absolute genius, and he is way more of a sophisticated person than I ever will be, so I can't really say that he needs to grow up. But what I will say is maybe he even uses that intelligence a little bit too much. He yells at the media and tries to outsmart them, which actually he does. He's extremely outspoken both on the field and off the field, and not that there's anything wrong with that, but man, a lot of people hate him. I don't really hate him. I'll be honest with you. He has a big mouth, yeah. Sure, he's the self-proclaimed best corner in the game ever. That's arrogant. Maybe he needs to grow up a little bit. Okay. Tom Brady. Can you really blame Tom Brady? The dude has been getting every call for 2 decades now because he's Tom Brady. Even his biggest of fans will tell you he's a little bit of a baby. Anytime he gets hurt, he's looking over for a call. After so many years of getting exactly what you want because you're Tom Brady, couldn't you blame him? Maybe he's a little bit entitled to calls. Yes. Is he the GOAT? Yes. Does he deserve what he gets? Yes. But still, sometimes he doesn't handle things with complete class. Odell Beckham Jr. Yeah, you knew he was going to show up on the list. Nobody is really as selfish in this league as OBJ, which is okay. I mean, listen, take his one-handed catches, take his speed, take his hair, take whatever. But he's not necessarily a great role model. He's like that kid that after he strikes out in Little League, he just throws his helmet, throws his bat, and puts everybody else at risk, including nets. He's complained about the refs so many times. He said if it sneezes, it's a penalty, or if he ties his shoe the wrong way, it may cause the refs to throw a flag. I don't know. Find somebody else to look up to. Bryant. Where do we start with this? We know wide receivers are divas. It's okay. Anytime the Cowboys lose, Dez is losing his mind. He's flipping out on the sideline because he didn't get the ball enough. Or he's yelling at the media and swearing at them. Dez, you're a great wide receiver, but it's not all about you. And the reason that I'm really saying this is specifically because of the game in 2013 when he left the field before the game was over. And he said that he was crying in the locker room because he was so upset, which, listen, you can cry, but don't leave your teammates before the game is over. Are you kidding me? Who do you think is the biggest NFL crybaby? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video or learned a thing or two, hey, hitting the like button helps a lot, so do it. If you're new, subscribe, all that stuff. Until next time, I'm Cantalupo. Thanks for watching.